Pywal. Also be using it to create a JSON color scheme and the wallpaper which we can use to change Qtile to look as perfectly as we want to. Now I will not be going through the Qtile part in this video because accessing a JSON is not something that I have to essentially teach you. This video is not for like absolute beginners of all. I will go on and mount my device. Okay. Now I'm going to cd into slash media and cd into my drive, SSD1, and then to projects, and then I'll cd into Python. In Python I have a folder called Pywal which I have in main.py colors.json. Alright, you can see the folder is completely empty and I'm going to make a file called main.py. So first of all, what we need to do is I need to increase the size. Okay, so let's see for your mobile viewers. First I need to do pip install Pywal, which I already did. Well, thanks. I forgot that it's pip3 install Pywal. The requirement is already satisfied, so I can import Pywal. And now first I want to talk about how we are obtaining the wallpaper. So just for easiness, I get a wallpaper from a JSON file which has a dictionary which says well wallpaper to use, what's the panel size and all that, because that'll be easier to change for me rather than actually changing it in the code, because I use it like everywhere. So but that will not be using here. Val, I'm going to create the variable. Val can be a string. Also open tuner. So I have a few pictures, and for this I'm going to use Aurora. Okay, to copy the location, and I'm going to provide that here. Fine. Now that we know the location and that we have brought it here, excuse me, insert, escape, bro, okay, fine, there it is. Alright, now I can get the image object, so that's going to be pywal.image.get the image from val, so val, that's going to be the val, okay, that's val, okay, and then we will be getting the color scheme. Color scheme is again pywal.colors.get, and for the color scheme we will be giving in the image object. So I'll pass an image, and color scheme is a dict, even though I can just assign this here and actually get a string. I'm just putting this for your information. Okay, so today, and now I need to open a JSON which we will export this color scheme to. So once we export the color scheme to that JSON, we can use that in Qtile or Awesome or DWM if you can, or any other thing that can use colors, and or any other thing that actually can open JSON files. I can imagine something that can't open JSON file, but yeah, anything that can open JSON file and that won't use those colors can do it. So I need to open colors.json. You should also note that if you're doing this in config.py, you might have to actually provide the absolute path, okay, home and stuff like that. Also, I should have to import JSON, and well, yeah, this is the Pywal stuff. That's it. Actually, I should actually show you that this is the end of the Pywal stuff. So go here and do delete, but again. So for that, I'm going to print. So I need to print the sticks. No. Before I in color scheme print color scheme, excuse me, color scheme I. Okay, now I can run this python 3 main.py color scheme typo python 3 main.py, and as you can see it returned a dictionary. Now this is generated from the wallpaper that I've provided in Aurora, and as you can see a lot of hexes. If you try to visualize, copy paste this in Google or any other tool that you use to actually visualize colors, it's going to mostly be green. So next thing we need to do is export this to a JSON. So I delete this, and then I need to do with open. So it's going to be colors.json, as I showed you again. Now import JSON first. Import JSON as file f, and then I am to do J. Also, we also have to do. I forgot to tell you, but we have to do JSON W. So we open that in write mode. JSON.dump. Given the file, given the dictionary as color scheme, and the file path as f. Even though technically we are giving in. Excuse me. Actually, technically we're giving in a file object. That's it. So that will dump this, and that's basically it for actually dumping that into a JSON. And you can access that JSON from whatever tool you want, whatever thing program that needs to access those colors. I will also apply this to my terminal. So in Linux, I don't know about Windows at all. So Linux, what you do is val, actually just to be an F string, val -I. Now, considering that val is actually a predefined string, I will try to get the input first. So val equals input absolute location to wallpaper, Q to exit, Q to quit. Okay, and then to do val equals input. Oh, that's it. So if val is Q, then we can quit, else we can pass. So actually we should do this as not a wall string. Okay, and well, now we can do python 3. Actually clear the screen once, and can do python. Also noticed that I actually need to reset my terminal's color scheme. So I'll do that later. This terminal color scheme happened to change while I was trying to record this video just a bit earlier. Okay, so clearing this again, I'm going to do python 3 main.py. So absolute location to wallpaper. I'm going to open tuner again, and this time I am actually going to do my current wallpaper. So because I can reset my color scheme. That's my wallpaper. Name OS is not defined. I'm sorry, we need to import OS too. And then, yes, let's paste the wallpaper. And there it goes. So, it just found the color scheme and exported and all that stuff. It also kind of reloaded the environment. I don't see that. I'll try saying that to neo fetch. As you can see, yes, it did change the color scheme, so the color scheme was completely right. I was wrong about it because for some reason I forgot his command and all that stuff. Okay, we don't need to care about that now. And that's basically Pywal, a program which is brutal, which actually changes all of this, and that it has been in slash user slash bin, for example here. So I have a lot of settings. So you do looks, wallpaper, two other ones, and actually I can change the full wallpaper with this thing. So I copy mount.json. Well, no, let's say on.jpg, and then there it is. It just changed the wallpaper and the color scheme. It basically uses the same code as I showed that in Vim, but the only difference is that this I've connected this to Qtile and done all that stuff just using a JSON. This is not directly connected. Remember, the main thing is to use the JSON, so it's flexible and you can use it with almost anything. Right then. So that has been it for this video. If you found this video helpful, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps out a lot and it's free. I will see you in the next one.